Hey, look at that. I'm sorry I've been gone for quite some time. I do apologize for that. I had some little laptop issues going on here, and then not only that, my phone wasn't really working 100%, so I wasn't really on social media. I was using my old hunk of junk computer that I have next to this laptop that I film on, and this computer, the problem is there's no audio. So if I try to record or film something, I can't hear myself. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, Chase, if you're recording or film something, why would you want to hear yourself? Well, I kind of want to know how the thing is turning out, how the sound is. I don't just like record and upload a video and say, there you go. I want to make sure it has some good quality content for you guys. So sorry that I haven't been really updating you guys. I do apologize. I'll try my best to do a couple live streams this week to make up for it. But in the meantime, let's talk about Monday Night Raw. Let's talk about WWE RAW that happened tonight on May 28, 2018, where there was Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals, Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. How did Raw stack up to those games? Pretty bad. The USA Network must feel very swindled by Monday Night Raw. Raw must bring in a lot of good money to the USA Network, because if I'm some television company, I'm just going to be like, no thanks. You can take this mediocre crap somewhere else, WWE, because golly, man. Raw is just bad. Like, honestly, it was so bad that, like, most of this episode, I didn't even really try to keep up with it. I was just saying, I want to try to keep up with this. I really want to know how they're going to advance these storylines for Money in the Bank. And literally, this girl posted this funny picture on Twitter. I swear to God, this picture was absolutely hilarious. It was her writing this scene in crayon about, like, the Raw script. And minus, like, the making Roman look strong part of the script, we didn't even have Roman tonight. Like seriously, you have Roman cut these promos. The Machine's trying to hold me down. Everyone hates me. No one likes me. The Machine doesn't want me to succeed. Believe that. And then all of a sudden, this motherfucker's not even here. But what, the Machine gave you a day off or something, Roman? You requested a day off, apparently, and you got a day off. Your whole character is like, I'm here. Brock Lesnar's not. And then you're not even here. I mean, WWE. Do you want to know why Roman Reigns is not over? Because you do stupid stuff like this. Because here's the thing. In this episode of Raw, Seth Rollins defended his IC title against Jinder Mahal in a whatever type of match. Seth Rollins, of course, interrupted Elias' segment beforehand, so that way they could set up an Elias and Seth Rollins feud. That's fine and dandy. Elias was good tonight. Nothing really to complain about there. You got Seth Rollins and Jinder Mahal wrestle. Seth Rollins gets himself disqualified because, hey, Jinder's facing Roman, so it's like you can't make Roman's opponent look weak. I mean, you can't just have Seth Rollins beat Jinder Mahal and then all of a sudden make it where it's like, oh, what if Roman faces this guy? He's the easy target. No, you got to make Jinder Mahal still seem somewhat of a threat for Roman Reigns. So you have it where Seth Rollins is beating up Jinder Mahal, then Elias comes out, and then Jinder Mahal comes back out, and they beat up on Seth Rollins, and in the meanwhile, you think to yourself, where the hell is Roman Reigns? Why isn't Roman Reigns coming out to protect his friend? Because anytime Roman Reigns is getting beaten down, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins waddle their way out there and decide to freaking protect Roman. It just makes no dang sense. This is why it's like people can't get behind Roman, because not only are you trying to gain sympathy for Roman Reigns as us as wrestling fans, you're literally also making Roman Reigns a complete asshole. Because this guy doesn't care about his friends. His friends care about him, but he doesn't care about his friends. He's not worried about his friends and what they're doing. He's just literally doing absolutely nothing as a good friend or as a good person. I like Roman Reigns. I really do think Roman Reigns has a future with the WWE, but you keep presenting him in such a terrible way, WWE, even when he's not there. Yeah, sure, it made Rollins look tough, that Rollins was able to walk to the back on his own. But at the end of the day, you're making Roman Reigns look like crap. Speaking of looking like crap, Bobby Lashley. WWE. No one asked you to bring back Lashley so he can be cutting promos, sucking up to the crowd, saying, I like the army. Thank you for their service and stuff. And thank you to all those who have served on this wonderful Memorial Day. But when it comes to Bobby Lashley, his t-shirt says, come back to dominate, not back to chuckle and kiss ass. Because that's all Lashley's character is. He's a little jokester. That's what Lashley does. He likes those jokes. Sami Zayn is doing a terrible promo on how he is sorry for what happened. And then Bobby Lashley comes out, goes, let's have a fight, Sami. Shake my hand like a man. And then Sami, his new catchphrase is, I'm going to haluva kick you. And then they shake hands, and Bobby's so good that he won't let go. His grip is too strong. Oh, what a jokester Lashley is. Ha ha! WWE, his shirt says, back to dominate, not back to goof around. Can you just make Lashley a promising, threatening force? It is not that hard. It is not that hard. Just have him act and feel like a badass, because parts of this promo, there was the Lashley where I said, okay, that's the Lashley I want to see. The badass side of Bobby Lashley. Then other parts of this promo, it's like, what are you doing with Bobby Lashley? Like, that's literally how I felt watching this Lashley segment. And it pissed me off because I really want WWE to do something with Bobby Lashley. Speaking of pissing me off, Raw kicked off with Finn Balor and Braun Strowman in the ring. You know how I felt about that. And you know what it led to? You know our main event from last week? Oh, let's just run it back. Because we got Finn Balor versus Care Bear again. And then Care Bear and Finn Balor went on to have a whatever type of match with Kevin Owens on commentary. Kevin Owens distracts Finn Balor for whatever reason. And then when Finn Balor is about to beat Care Bear, Kevin Owens pushes Finn Balor off the thing and gets him disqualified. Then Care Bear looks to attack Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens is running away. So you think, okay, there's going to be some fun little hijinks tonight with Care Bear and Kevin Owens. We're going to get Kevin Owens running away from Care Bear throughout the whole arena. That sounds like actual fun. That sounds like an actual fun segment. People like when Care Bear is causing massive destruction. Kevin Owens could probably say some funny one-liners during this. That sounds like fun, but no, instead, when the hijinks seem like they're going to start, it's like Kurt Angle goes, you have a match because you made fun of Bobby Roode watching a TV. And then Kevin Owens is like, and he that's literally what he said. He literally just said some mumbling, and he went to the back. And the funny part was Kurt Angle told him to get dressed, and it's like, to me, I'm like, Kurt, Kevin Owens is already dressed to wrestle. Like, what do you not see here? I mean, it was just like really hilarious how Kurt Angle said, and make sure you get dressed. It's like, okay, maybe he was wearing the sweatpants, but just take off those sweatpants, put on the basketball shorts, and he's ready to go. I don't know what kind of dressing he needs to do. He could wrestle in those sweatpants if he really wanted to. So then Kevin Owens and Bobby Roode have a nothing match, and Care Bear comes out near the end. And I wondered to myself, okay, if Care Bear is really pissed off at Kevin Owens for interfering in his match, wouldn't you think that he would have came out in the beginning? Like, why do we need to have this match? Like, I get it. It's wrestling. We got to have wrestling matches to fill the time. But hijinks and segments can also fill that time. And if you think about it, back in the day, what made people into superstars? Not really the matches. Certain wrestlers, yes, benefited from the matches, but it's those hijinks. It's those good segments that really, really helped. Look, I can say this. When it comes down to Care Bear, what got him over? His matches with Roman Reigns, or the fact that he was doing crazy stuff to Roman Reigns in segments? That's the thing. WWE always feels like we need to do a match, when really, to be honest, this should have just been a segment where Kevin Owens was running away from Braun Strowman throughout the arena, and it would have been really, really good. But instead, they went with the nothing match with Kevin Owens and Bobby Roode. No one seemed to care. No one seemed to get interest. Out comes Care Bear. Care Bear does his thing. Roar, he's the monster among men. Moving on forward. The leader of the worlds. WWE, I don't know what is your problem. Some days you're really hot with Matt Hardy and you understand the woken brilliance of him. Then there's other times where you're just like, no, we're just not going to do shit with him. You actually have something with Matt Hardy as a character. People are actually starting to care a little bit with Bray Wyatt. Please start doing something with them on television. Also, WWE, enough with these Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre beating up Chad Gable to show that they're tough. You want to get these guys over? Have them beat people who actually matter. I don't know how you have it where 1 week they beat Finn Balor and Care Bear, and then all of a sudden now they're beating up Chad Gable, and you're pretty much just wasting Chad Gable, because instead of Chad Gable being a wrestler whose character should be that he proves that he belongs to be a single star on this roster, he's a guy that's just a jobber to Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. That makes absolutely no sense to me. But now it's time to talk about the women's segment. The women's revolution, the changing faces of the WWE women. And speaking of faces, Nia Jax wanted to see that mean face of Ronda Rousey. You know what's funny to me? I want to see Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey because I view Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey as a chance to see two badass women go at it. Not with any story that really needs anything. It's just Nia Jax is the irresistible force. Ronda Rousey is the immovable object. Boom. Thank you. Nia Jax is not like most girls. Ronda Rousey is the baddest bitch on the planet Earth. Boom. Thank you. That's all I need. Keep it simple, stupid. But no, WWE has to add sprinkles and layers. It's like, you know, if you know someone, they just like regular ice cream. They just want the vanilla ice cream. They don't ask for other shit. They just want vanilla ice cream. Well, WWE is like, hey, what did Carrie want again? Oh, yeah, she wanted that. Yeah, get the gummy bears, get the sprinkles. Oh, do you think she would like peanut butter on there? Get peanut butter on there too. Like, they make this stupid concoction ice cream, and then you give that ice cream to Carrie, and then Carrie's pissed off. That's what WWE does. They do this. They just do dumb shit like this. So, instead of taking a simple concept of Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax, two badasses going at it, one-on-one, first time ever, women's title on the line, that's it? No, instead it's like, Nia Jax, who 2 weeks ago was like, this belt is for everyone who has been bullied. She's now taking this little jobber girl in the ring, being like, come on, show me what you got. You really think you can handle me? Hey, Ronda, look at what I'm doing. Ronda, this is awesome, right? Ronda, let me show you my moves that can hurt. It's like, okay, you take Nia Jax, and she's all like, no more bullying. To now she's bullying this jobber girl and even Ronda Rousey. And then you have it where Nia Jax literally calls Ronda into the ring. And instead of this being like this epic stare down that it should be, it's literally just like, that's your mean face? It's not as mean as I thought it would. And then she walks away. No, this literally is so wrong. This is not what I want out of Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey feud. I just need these two girls to prove they're badasses. This is what you literally should have done. Nia Jax comes out. She does her thing. She invites Ronda to commentary. Ronda sits there. She commentates. Nia Jax dominates. Nia Jax invites Ronda to the ring. And she stares her down. And she says, you ain't shit. And then walks away. That's good. That's easy money right there. That's saying, oh shit. Nia Jax knows what's up. And we saw Nia Jax dominating these people. She's a beast. Not Nia Jax going, ha, oh yeah, ha, ha, ha. Like, no. Like, how hard is it, WWE? How hard is it just to say to themselves, oh, we have two badasses. Let's just make them badasses. No. You always have to add stupid sprinkles and gummy bears and peanut butter on my goddamn vanilla ice cream. Sometimes vanilla is okay. Sometimes it's okay to be simple. Just keep this shit simple, especially with Ronda Rousey, because you don't need to do much with Ronda Rousey. The UFC didn't do much with this idiot. All they said is like, Ronda Rousey's fighting next. That's it. And people were like, we're gonna buy that shit. No, you have to make it where it's like, oh, Ronda's being bullied. Who the fuck is bullying Ronda Rousey? And who's gonna believe that shit? Dumb. Stupid. And then your main event, the women gauntlet match for the final Money in the Bank. Who cares? We've seen these losers spot for the spot before, and they all lost. So now I'm supposed to carry this last chance effort. These women are going to show more heart and determination than ever before for a chance at the Money in the Bank so they can lose to Lana? Oh, that's great. Oh, Bayley, she overcame the odds of the right squad, but the numbers were just too much. Seen that before. Oh, Ruby Riott wins because of cheating. And now Sasha Banks and Ruby Riott, this feud has been building for weeks! Oh, and Sasha looks like she's struggling against Ruby Riott, who had to go through Mickie James and Dana Brooke and Bayley to win. Oh, she's so struggling against a girl who had 3 matches beforehand. This makes no fucking sense. Sasha Banks wins. Cool. She can do some spots where she hopefully doesn't hurt anyone in. Yay. Women Revolution. She's in the Money in the Bank. I felt like this main event was just such a flop because here's the thing. There's like, this is the last chance batter. Just as a last chance gauntlet for these women. And I just felt like none of these women were actually performing like it was their last chance. None of these women actually felt like it was like a desperation situation. It just felt like, we're going through the motions. We're doing our thing. Sorry. If you're going to put this as the main event, you have to have it where I can feel that emotion. Even if the matches aren't good, just make me feel that emotion. Like, literally, I think Mickie James was the only one I kind of felt that emotion with. Other than that, everyone else just felt like they were going through the motions. They knew who was winning. They knew who was losing. They just did their 2 or 3 moves that they wanted to do, and that was it. Lame. Sorry. Bad main event. Thank God for the B team. That shit was hilarious. Rhino sitting there and eating sandwiches. I can't believe that is the best scene I saw on Raw tonight, was Rhino sitting there and eating sandwiches. That's like amazing to me, where we're at in wrestling in 2018, especially with WWE. On Raw, 3 hours of television, minus maybe Elias being a dick. The best thing was the B team's barbecue, and it wasn't anything that Bo Dallas or Curtis Axel did. It was Rhino sitting there and eating sandwiches. God bless America. God bless America. Raw was bad. You can skip this week's episode. If you guys like this video, hit the subscribe button. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseAuber68. I'll see you guys soon in the near future. Hopefully I can fix my live streaming issue. I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter. If you guys ever want updates, you should definitely follow me on Twitter at ChaseAuber68. Remember, guys, just like our champion Brock Lesnar, sometimes you don't have to give a shit in life. And yo!